Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome back to few people who have already seen my oldest video. Just one video I have uploaded, and welcome back to those who have seen it, because I got 80 or 90 views, I guess. That's also a big matter because just now I started it, and I think I'm here to share about my biometric experience. Like, even few would be eager to know my experience, at least one or two guys from that 80 views will be eager to know the experience, because I told in that video that I'm going to share the biometric experience in the next video. So this is that video, and I'm going to share this experience. And you may be wondering that why am I making this video, right? So I'm making this video not just for informative. This is not an informative kind of video. I'm not going to share any information which is really helpful to you. It may be helpful, it may not be helpful, but I am making this video for myself, like to remember even in future, even if my visa is granted or not, I just want to just have a video remembrance or something like that, because later if I see this video, I'll understand that what are the struggles I faced during my visa process, and did I get it, did I not get it. Everything will be in a record, right? That's why I'm making this video. So guys, my biometric experience was really horrible. Just imagine you're standing in a queue, a long queue, and then as soon as you go inside, as soon as your queue is ended, there's a guy who's checking the papers, right? So he's checking the papers, and I gave it, the first one I gave was the visa appointment, not visa appointment, the biometric appointment confirmation, that one. And next, DS-160, only this two he asked, only this and a passport, only these three he asked to keep in hand, and he was checking one by one before sending inside. So that guy, he saw it and he told that, ma'am, you cannot, you cannot go inside. I asked why. So he told me that you have a invalid DS-160. So I was shocked. What is invalid DS-160? Then he explained me further. He was very kind and gentle. He just explained me further that there's a picture in your DS-160. I had a DS-160 in which there was a photograph of mine. I uploaded it, okay? So he said that it should not be there. Then I asked the people who were standing next to me, I just asked them, can you, excuse me, can I just see your DS-160? And they showed it. 2 or 3 people's DS-160 I checked, and there was no photograph on that. I was really shocked and I didn't know what to do. He just, from that long queue, I was waiting for so much time, he just sent me outside. Like, go outside, if you can edit it, you can come, otherwise this is not valid. So I went outside. After I go, I cannot understand what went wrong, because I did not understand it. Later I understood what went wrong, but at this point I did not understand. So I'm just giving you a detailed story, right? So this is the suspense. So I went outside and I was searching for a Xerox center or something, a printout where we take printout. So I went outside and I went in wrong direction, like I was going somewhere else. The shop was just opposite to that visa appointment center, so opposite to that. Then I just went somewhere, and because I was not in the good state of mind, I didn't know what to do after that. I went inside that shop, and my only focus was that photo should not be there, because that was what they told inside, right? So I did not think about anything else. So with something by any online editing app or something, we just took that photo out. Then I took that form and I went inside, and I was even scared that after using some editing skills in that paper, would that QR code be scanned or what? Like, they have to scan it inside, right? So I was really scared, but I could not think about anything else. I could not think about any option. So I just took that and I went inside. And again the queue started, because I cannot skip the queue. Even if there's mistake and I went outside, I have to start it by again from first. So I was standing at last, and slowly the queue went. After the queue ended, I showed that DS-160 where the photo was not there, and I showed to that guy who was just checking our forms or something. So I showed, and then he was giving a different kind of smile, because in every other DS-160 form there was a place that the photo would be sticked here, something it was written there, and only in my DS-160 there was a blank space. So he said that you have done some editing in this, that is very clear, but I don't know whether this will be accepted or not, but go inside and try once. So there that guy left, so I went inside. After I go inside, they just had some security check, like they just checked anything I'm carrying or not. That's a procedure, right? So they checked it, and I went inside, and there was at least 4 or 5 officers who were checking my DS-160, my appointment confirmation, and my passport. They were just comparing everything, and they were checking. So I crossed the first check, and I went to second check, and at third check they gave a sticker which would be stuck on back of the passport. So they put that sticker, and I went to the fourth guy. He again rechecked my name, and he asked my name. I told my name, and he asked my date of birth. I told my date of birth, and then he put another one label on that passport, and he told me to stand in queue for the photograph and for that fingerprints. So I stood in line. This was the second time I was going inside, right? So I went inside, and there also it was queue. So I was standing in queue. I was waiting for my turn to come, and I was seeing what all the things are happening around. So I was noticing everything, and I was waiting there until my turn comes. So after one by one, every officer has checked my DS-160, my passport, and everything they have checked. So I thought everything is over, and after I go to that main officer, I thought only the fingerprints and the photo would be taken there. So I went inside, and everything was checked, and they did not tell anything for the form. They did not tell anything that this photo, it has been taken, it has been edited, nothing. They did not tell anything. So I was very happy and little bit scared also, because that process was not completed. Then I went inside. After I went inside, that officer greeted me with a smiles, and I also greeted him, and he asked my name. I told my name, and he asked me which language are you comfortable in. So I told English. So he asked to read a guidelines. There was a guidelines written in front of the office. So I read that guideline. After reading that guideline, he was turning the paper, and my heartbeat was raising, because his facial reaction was something else. So he saw the DS-160 for 2 or 3 minutes, because others DS-160 he just saw for 2-3 seconds, and he just approved it, and approved, that's not approving, he just checked it, and that's all, it was over. But mine, he checked it for 2-3 minutes. He was in shock, he was confused. It did not happen in anyone's turn, like before me or after me I don't know, but before me no one, I did not see anyone's happening like that. So then I was waiting. He just told, I'm sorry, just a minute, please wait. So I was telling like this, I was just shaking my head, and I was waiting there. And then he passed me the this one, what's that, DS-160, and he told me that there's an error in your DS-160, so you have to consider it, and if you can edit it, you can come, otherwise thank you so much, ma'am. He told this. And then I asked, what is the error, sir? So, and then he told that you have chose the address of the consulate, that there's a space. I will show you in this video. I will pin that paper, pin the DS-160. So I will show you that there's an address, and that address is wrong, because I have selected the address which is in Nepal. So that was my mistake. Actually, that was my mistake. Then after that, he told that you are having interview in India, you are having interview in Chennai, so the address should be in and around India, it should not be in Nepal. So your address is in Nepal, that's why there's a mistake in your DS-160. My biometrics was almost over, but after that he took the passport, he took that label which they stick after the biometrics are over, right? They will stick that. So they took that off, they told me that if you can edit it, you can come again. You have time until 4 p.m. So if you can do it, you can come, otherwise you have to consider this next time. Then I went, I was really nothing came to my mind at that time. So I went down, I went to that same shop and I asked that brother, can we edit DS160? He told, yes, of course we can edit it. But I thought that after submitting it, we should not edit it, because even in Google, when we ask can we edit DS160 form, after submitting it tells that no, right? So I have submitted it. So I thought, is it possible to edit? And he told, yes, we can edit it. And he started doing some kind of work in that. He told that we will cost you 600 rupees. So I thought it was more, but I thought they are just using the situation and they are trying to earn. So I didn't have any other option. I just told him yes, because I did not have laptop at the time. Even if I had laptop, we could edit it, but I told him to edit. I told him all the information, and after that I told the same kind of information which I have selected in the first DS160 form. So we are just editing it, and only the address should be changed, right? So the address was somewhere in Nepal's address, and we have to change it in Chennai. So I asked him to change, and then after we changed the same at the first point I told you, right, they sent me because there was a photograph. So after I changed the location as India, the photograph did not appear. So then at last I understood that since I have selected the location in Nepal, there's a option to select photograph, and we have uploaded it. So that's why in DS160 there's a photograph only in my DS160, because I was the only Nepali student in that consulate at that time. So the only in my DS160 there was photograph. And then as soon as I selected inside India, like Chennai, I selected, same place I selected, and after that there was no photograph. So I had a perfect DS160 as they required. So then again I went. This was the third time going. I went, and same queue problem. So I went inside, but I cannot go directly because there was a queue again. There was a long queue again. So I was waiting for my turn to come, and slowly the queue was going forward. As usual, it was going forward. I have already gone outside for 3 or 4 times, so I was really in different kind of mode. So I didn't want again to be sent out. So this time I thought that even the DS160 is checked, everything is checked, so I should not be sent out. With that hope, I went inside. Again, I was following the queue. I went inside. The guy was smiling at me because he told, again you came, again something happened. And even the security uncle, he was also telling me that what happened, again and again you're running here and there. He told me that. Then I went inside. After I went inside, same the procedure was repeat. They just checked checked with the machine or something, and then we went inside. I went inside, then I went inside, and then like all the, as I told you earlier, all the checkings were followed, and again in that passport they stuck, and then again the next guy asked me the name, everything, same thing followed again. It was like deja vu, something that has happened earlier. I was feeling it again and again. Then I went inside, and this time that the person who was checking my DS160 and who should take my 4 fingers print and my thumb finger, he was not the guy which I met earlier. So finally the same procedure, she asked me which language I was comfortable in. I told her English, and then all the procedure started. She asked me the name, she asked me my date of birth, she asked me my age, and then she checked my DS160, she compared it with my passport, she checked everything, and finally she just put something like a stamp or something on my DS160. It was a date on which I have attended the biometrics, and then she asked me to keep your left hand 4 fingers on that print, and she told me to keep my right hand 4 fingers on my print, on that fingerprint, and then she asked my thumb fingers to be kept. And after that she asked me to stand a little bit far because she was about to take photograph of me. So she asked me to keep my head straight, neck straight, everything. She just did like this from the back of the mirror. She just gave action and I was following her. She told like this, I did like this, she did like this, I did like this. So it was going on, and finally she took a photo, and then that's all. This was the end. After doing all that thing, I returned to my home. So this was my experience, and it was not very good experience. I don't think so many people would have faced difficulty in their biometrics day. Maybe I was the unlucky one who has faced this kind of difficulty, but by the way, it was my mistake. It was my mistake. Yeah, it was my mistake. That's why I was facing all the difficulties. So if we just be clear with everything, if we don't do any mistake in our DS 160, there's nothing to worry in our biometrics day. It is going to be very easy. It was just my luck, or I can say it's because of I was unlucky. No, I can't tell that also, but yeah, the experience was like this only. But people tell that whatever if it's ends goods, it's end goods something, no? Ant bhala to sab bhala, something like that. So we have to think like that. So my biometrics was okay. It was done. It was completed. So if you have any doubt with this, if you have any doubt which I can clear, you can ask me in my comment section, and you can also like, comment and share this video to anyone who's going to attend biometrics, and make them aware that these are the things it may happen. So be aware of that, right? So you can help your friends. So this is what you can do. Okay guys, like, comment and share. Subscribe my channel. Bye.